What's happening, YouTubers? Today we're going to talk about tools. What tools to keep on your bike, both for daily use as well as long trips, and some other odds and ends that go with those tools. This is my toolkit that I use on my 2010 Road King. This will work for most Harley-Davidsons with saddlebags. This particular pouch is available at most bike shows and online for $50 for a set of 4 pouches that line the bottom of the saddlebags. That's why it's got the funny shape. It fits in the bottom of your saddlebags. So let's open it up and take a look. Okay, start off we have a screwdriver. Not just any screwdriver though. It is a handy multi-screwdriver. So it has 4 Torx bits. Let's see here. I know it's got T25 and T27. I believe there are 2 other sizes here, probably a T15 and a T20. On this end, put it back together, we have 2 Phillips and 2 common screwdrivers. Those will come in handy for small little things that come loose, little fasteners that start to vibrate loose that you'll notice when you stop for gas or what have you, or maybe even on a quick inspection in the morning before you ride. You do check your bike before you ride, yes? Okay. Next up, we have a crescent wrench. Obvious. And fits a multitude of fasteners. Not a big deal. We also have an assortment, give me a second here, of wrenches. Always good to keep wrenches on the bike for different sizes. The most I keep right here, a 7/16 with a 12-point socket on the end. That's important for those Harley riders. Again, this will tighten down your shifter arm bolts. Those come loose, the shifter arm flops around, you're stuck. This will tighten them down for you to at least get you home, if not, let you replace it while on the road stopping at a dealer. Also, I have a 5/8 handy. I have a 3/8. I have both also with ratcheting. The ratcheting ends are nice. Now I've got some that I have not replaced the ratcheting on. I've got a 9/16. I've got a 1/2 inch, which I've also got a long 1/2 inch and a ratcheting 1/2 inch. I have several of them because there's several fasteners where both ends have to be held to take the bolt out, like the seat bolt on a police model Road King. You can get double-ended wrenches. They're okay. I have it in there just in case, but I don't like them. Again, now we've got a 5/16 ratcheting. And correct my earlier statement, I was wrong. It's not a 7/16 on that shifter arm. It's a 5/16. 10 millimeter, because our Harleys have a lot of fasteners that are both standard and metric. Always have a 10 millimeter on because your battery bolts are 10 millimeter. Okay, now I also have a few other things. I'm comfortable with doing a lot of different things on the side of the road on my bike. Of course, do with what you're comfortable with. I have a ratchet, which, of course, everybody knows what a ratchet does. It goes clicky, clicky, click if you try to turn it the way you don't want the screw to go. I have a couple of those, 2 different sizes, a 3/8 and a 1/4 inch. I also have sockets, and again, about the same size as I have the wrenches to go. That way I can change fasteners as I need to on the bike or take things apart, put things back together. Of course, I have a small Phillips head screwdriver. This is not quite small enough to use on a carburetor to tune it. That's a whole different tool set. We'll get into that on another video. If I need to change my spark plugs on the side of the road, I have a spark plug gap tool. The 5/8 wrench, right here, is good for taking spark plugs out on a Harley-Davidson. I also have various Allen keys, and just a couple other hand tools that I've found. Of course, these are always handy. You never have enough vice grips. I've used vice grips to replace my clutch cable or to take the place of my clutch lever on the cable. When the cable breaks, you can still use this to shift gears. It's a pain in the ass, but it works. Other reasons you may need it, there's a litany of reasons. You don't need one until you really need one. Okay, of course I do have a spark plug socket to go with my ratchet. I have specific Torx bits, both in 3/8 inch drive as well as 1/4 inch drive. These are, again, for all the various Torx fittings on the bike, or starter drive. The screwdriver is good for tightening loose ones up gently, or maybe if you need to tweak it out just a hair. But if you really need to convince it to come out, or to put it to the right torque specification going in, you really want to use ratchet adapted bits. They work better for the job. With a Torx bit, make sure you use the right size for the fastener. Otherwise, you'll get stripping of the fastener. Then your day's ruined. Also have assorted nuts, bolts, screws, little fasteners that I've just picked up and collected that have fallen off of other bikes over the years. Some nuts, things that are easily replaced that also easily fall off the bike. Yes, they're Harleys. Things fall off the bike, even when you tighten them down and Loctite them. Got a pick. That's for cleaning out terminals. I've had connector terminals. I had to clean them out on the side of the road sometimes. I have an extra battery terminal cover. I also have an extra battery terminal screw, just in case. Again, here's an important one for you carbureted guys. These little caps, they go to the vacuum port on top of your carburetor. If you don't cover that port with the proper cap, it's going to leak vacuum and it's going to run terribly. So as I said before though, if you're comfortable with the work you want to do, bring the tools with you. For some people, that's the most comfortable they're with is a credit card and a cell phone. I get it. Then you better have at least a good roadside assistance plan because towing is expensive. That's all I got today. Hope you enjoyed this. Hit the like button. Thanks.